Hello everyone, my name is Cameron. Welcome back to the channel, and today, as you guys have probably seen from the video, yes, we are finally doing the Extreme Rules 2019 review. I'm sorry this has taken so long. So really quick, I want to explain why. Recently, I've been kind of trying to figure some things out with the channel and personal life and a bunch of other stuff, and I found myself not really enjoying the way I do these reviews much. So I'm going to be changing the way I do the reviews to kind of more fit into the way that Cultaholic does their reviews. I know it's going to look like I'm just copying Cultaholic with theirs, but they were what inspired me to start doing the reviews in the first place, and the predictions and everything. So I am going to be doing reviews a little bit differently, and instead of them being so in-depth as I've been doing, they're going to kind of be a few bullet points to kind of help myself with figuring out, okay, how much did I like this match, what were some big spots or any big moments or anything like that. If there's a really big spot, like massive like OMG moment style spot, yes, I will still put that in the bullet point and talk about it. But for the most part, I'm going to be talking about who was predicted for me and Jesse, a little bit about the match to kind of give you guys an idea of what it was like, and who won the match, what I rated the match, that sort of stuff, how much I enjoyed the match in total. That way I can kind of keep these a little bit shorter, because I feel like the reason I hate doing these, I don't like doing these as much as I used to, is that I have so much to deal with on each one, and there's just so much to go through, and it kind of gets to the point where it's a little bit bogged down for me. So I'm going to be trying to shorten these up as much as I can, and yes, I will be giving Smackville predictions and a review for that as well. So yeah, so the first match we had was the Intercontinental Championship match, Finn Balor versus Shinsuke Nakamura. Both Jesse and myself predicted Balor. It was a very good match. Obviously, it was kind of an expected thing for it to be a very good match between the two of them. Balor got in a lot of offense. Nakamura got in a lot of offense. Near the end, Nakamura set up for the Kinshasa, but Finn avoided it with a double stomp, hit the corner drop kick, but then the coup de grace was missed. Knee to the back of the neck, Kinshasa was hit, Nakamura won, 10 out of 10. Me and Jesse both 0-1. It was a very good match. I think this was a very good way to start the pre-show. I was a little bit disappointed, but apparently Balor is taking some time off. And again, like I said, because of this being so long after Raw and SmackDown, after Extreme Rules, we got to see The Fiend pop up. Bray Wyatt made his return, hitting a Sister Abigail on Finn Balor, setting up for from what I've heard, is going to be a match at SummerSlam between the two of them. I don't know if Balor's going to be wearing the demon paint or anything like that. But it is going to be a match between them at SummerSlam, and then Finn is going to be taking 2 months of time off that WWE has granted him, which is very nice to see that they granted him some time off. Match number 2, the Cruiserweight Championship match, Drew Gulak versus Tony Nese. Prediction was Gulak for both me and Jesse. Match is very good. Obviously, these two have had a long they were friends for a long time, and then they turned into enemies, and they are very good enemies. They're very good against each other. They have great matches. Near the end, Nese climbed up, hit a 450 for a 2 count, and then got caught into like an odd roll-up. Powerbomb for a 2 count, and then a big neck breaker, and then Gulak retained after that. 10 out of 10, 1-1 on predictions for both Jesse and myself. It was a very good match, like I said. Match number 3, to start the pay-per-view, was the men's no-hold-barred tag team match between The Undertaker and Roman Reigns, and Drew McIntyre and Shane McMahon. Prediction was Taker and Reigns for both Jesse and myself. Drew and Roman started it off. That's the only point I'm going to make about the start of the match. The match, surprisingly, for it being a Taker match nowadays, like in 2019, was very well done. Taker looked fantastic. I don't know if that was just because the people in the ring were very well, with helping him to kind of make the match look more presentable, but the match itself was very good. Elias came out and attacked, which is not something I expected, to be honest. Taker ended up actually getting slammed. I believe Taker got the slam through it, right? Reigns started attacking Elias, and they got hit by a Claymore. Claymore to Taker to save Elias from a chokeslam. Elias and McIntyre set Taker on the table. Shane goes up top, and an elbow drop through the table, and the mic kind of started cutting out. Taker got picked up, rolled in the ring. Shane set up for a coast-to-coast with the garbage can. He climbs up, hits the coast-to-coast. Roman's down. Shane drags Taker to the middle of the ring. Taker sits up, chokeslam, 1 to Elias. McIntyre up behind Taker, caught with a spear. He was setting up. This is probably the coolest moment of the match for me and Jesse. As you see Drew setting up. He's like, yeah, get up. He's on the rope doing the come on, get up thing. And as Taker goes to turn around, all of a sudden you see him get hit by a spear out of nowhere. It was really cool. Thrown into a tombstone. Taker and Reigns win 2-1 on predictions. 10 out of 10. That match for a Taker match in 2019 was fucking awesome, and I loved it. It was really well done. I'm trying to think what happened last week on Raw and SmackDown now. Reigns, I don't remember Reigns doing much except for talking shit to Shane during the SmackDown Town Hall meeting thing they did. Match number 4, the Raw Tag Team Championship match, the Revival versus the Usos. Prediction was the Usos for both. There's a lot of attempts at falls during this match. Again, this being an Usos Revival match, we kind of know what to expect. It was a very good match from start to finish. Jay got isolated a lot, which was really nice. There was a lot of tag moves done between the two teams. Yeah, in the end, surprisingly, there was a super kick hit Dawson, one to Wilder. Uso splash. Dawson stopped Jay. Wilder and Dawson tag. Shatter Machine, the Revival retained, surprisingly. 2-2 on predictions, 10 out of 10. I can't remember what they did last week on Raw and SmackDown, but during the Raw reunion, they had a match against the Usos again that the Usos ended up winning. And there was a point in time when they were setting up for the Usos splash, and Wilder jumped over Dawson's face and just got caught into a super kick, and it was awesome. Match number 5, Aleister Black versus Cesaro. Prediction was Black for both. This match was probably one of my favorites of the night because obviously we got to see Aleister Black and we got to see Cesaro. Aleister Black finally coming back after kind of being gone after him and Ricochet's tag team kind of just split. Cesaro being the man who knocked on his door to pick a fight with him. There's a lot of rapid upcuts near the end, and neutralizers got avoided, and then Aleister Black wins 3-2 on predictions for both. 10 out of 10. All around, this is a pretty good pay-per-view. They also had a rematch last week on SmackDown, which Aleister Black, I believe, won again. So it seems very much like Cesaro is kind of turning into that enhancement sort of talent sort of thing, which, I kind of hate, but I can't really say much about it. Match number 6, SmackDown Women's Championship match, 2-on-1 handicap match, sorry. Bayley versus Nikki Cross and Alexa Bliss. Prediction was Cross and Bliss for both. This match was also very well. This is one of the lower rated matches of the night for a few different reasons. But in the end, Bayley did end up winning after the elbow drop. Twisted Bliss was caught by the knees. Nikki got caught with the knee, and then Bayley went up, hit the elbow drop, and retained. 3-3 on predictions, 8 out of 10. The match, I don't know. I like that they didn't put it on Cross and Bliss a little bit, but I also kind of didn't like it. And Bayley is now set to face Ember Moon after being her tag team partner against Sonya Deville and Mandy Rose last week on SmackDown. It is set now for Ember Moon to be facing Bayley at SummerSlam. I hope to God Ember Moon wins, because I really don't want Bayley to win that. I feel like I don't know. Match number 7, last man standing match, Braun Strowman versus Bobby Lashley. Prediction was Strowman. This match turned out a lot better. It turned out better than I thought it was going to, but it was still pretty crappy in my opinion. I've seen better last man standing matches. I think we all have. Go watch, for example, Gargano Ciampa. Their last man standing match was amazing. I absolutely loved it. This match for me was okay. It was a lot of Strowman having offense. They smashed into some concrete walls. Strowman got slammed into a concrete wall. Slammed through a barricade. Lashley went after the ribs, runs around the ring, shoves Braun over the German announce table, puts the table over Strowman. Strowman slammed Lashley into the international announcers tables. Strowman attacks with a chair. They were up top on this landing. Strowman power slammed Lashley off of it into a pit. Strowman wins out of 10, 4-3 on predictions. It was kind of a match that we kind of already knew it was going to happen. So, match number 8, SmackDown Live Tag Team Championship triple threat match. Bryan and Rowan versus the New Day versus Heavy Machinery. The predictions, myself, I predicted the New Day. Jesse predicted Heavy Machinery. This match was a lot of Xavier Woods getting his ass kicked, which is what we expect from Xavier Woods at this point. There's a lot of really cool moments. Compactors. I believe the Caterpillar got hit at one point. A lot of moments that were like, oh my god, how did he survive that? Daniel Bryan did the yes kick, switching legs. Big E got a little bit pissed. Massive clothesline. Moonsault gets caught. Woods gets tagged in. Midnight Hour. The New Day win. 10 out of 10. Jesse's 4-4. I'm 5-3. This match was very well done. I loved it. I loved the fact that it ended with the New Day winning again. There was actually a funny moment that Xavier Woods put online of him going through like because there's like a roster thing on WWE.com. He's going through that, and it gets through every champion, and then he goes all the way down to the X, and you see him, and he's not marked as a champion for some reason. I thought it was hilarious. Match number 9, the United States Championship match, Ricochet versus AJ Styles. Prediction was Ricochet for both. Gallows and Anderson attacked in pre-match. There's a lot of cool stuff. Styles Clash got hit from up top to end it, with AJ winning 10 out of 10. 4-5 for Jesse, 5-4 for me. The match was really well done. I loved it. I loved getting to watch Ricochet face AJ Styles because, I mean, they're both fantastic. I loved Ricochet. I'm a little upset that Ricochet dropped the belt, but I'm also happy that AJ picked it up because it kind of puts a little bit more weight on the shoulders of the club being the best. Or, sorry, not the club, the OC, because now they're the OC, the original only, the original official only club that matters, I believe, is what their name now is. On to match number 10, men's singles match, Kevin Owens versus Dolph Ziggler. Predictions, Jesse predicted KO, I predicted Ziggler. Stunner, 3 count, KO wins, 2 out of 10. 5-5 for Jesse, 5-5 for me. And for those of you thinking I shortened my notes, no, that's literally what happened. It was a 17-second match or something like that. KO came out, hit him with the stunner, pinned him, and it was over. He cuts another promo on Shane, says Shane can kiss his ass and go straight to hell. So it seemed like it was kind of fodder for him calling out Shane again, which led to the SmackDown thing, which Shane did get hit by 2 stunners on SmackDown last week, which was nice. Match number 11, WWE Championship match, Kofi Kingston versus Samoa Joe. Prediction was Kingston for both. Near the end of the match, went for trouble in Paradise, got caught in a coquina. Kofi fought it off, slammed down with a Uranagi. Senton follows for a 2 count. Trouble in Paradise. Kofi wins 6-5 for both. 10 out of 10. Which means that, yes, all 3 members of the New Day are now champions. Tag champs for Xavier Woods and Big E. And the WWE champion for Kofi, which I think is really cool. Match number 12, winners take all mixed tag team match, Universal and Raw Women's Championship match. Seth Rollins and Becky Lynch versus Baron Corbin and Lacey Evans. Prediction was Rollins and Lynch for both. The match was really good. At one point, Lacey tried to use the kendo stick on Seth, and she touched Seth, and Becky attacked her with the kendo stick. And then they both attacked Corbin and Evans with the kendo sticks. There's a really cool suicide dive and baseball slide dropkick part. Lacey was taken down, and Seth hit another suicide dive. That took Corbin down, hit another suicide dive, but was caught with a steel chair. Corbin attacked with it. Another 2 chairs were brought in. Corbin goes to slam Rollins onto the backs of both chairs. Much like what happened when Aleister Black and Adam Cole faced in NXT, where the backs of the chairs were like this, where it was basically both of these back to back, and he was trying to slam on that, but there was a reversal. Lacey got slammed first onto the setup chair after Becky attacked her with it. Beck floater onto 2 steel chairs, leg drop onto the chair on top of Lacey. Corbin dragged Lacey away from the attack. Seth tossed the chair into Corbin's hands, and Becky kicks it into his face, so a nice Van Daminator. Lacey actually did a moonsault that didn't look like trash. Lacey got busted open. Seth gets tagged in, grabs a table. Him and Becky grab a second one. They set both of them. Seth gets set in the timekeeper's area and then dropped it on the German announce table. Corbin and Lacey both unload on him with kendo sticks. Double choke slam. Both Becky and Seth kick out. Corbin loses his shit. Corbin and Lacey get slammed on the diamond plate of the ramp. Seth and Becky climb up. Leg drop to Lacey and a splash to Corbin through the tables. Deep 6. Becky breaks it up. Lacey gets thrown out. And oh my god, this moment was probably the fucking most amazing moment of the entire match that I did not expect. Baron Corbin hit an end of days on Becky Lynch. Yes, that is right. We actually got a man doing a move to a woman in 2019 WWE. And it was Baron Corbin hitting end of days on Becky Lynch. Then he turns to Seth and says, "What are you going to do about it, you little piece of shit?" Seth then unleashed with kendo stick and steel chair shots. Curb stomp. Lacey left at this point. Another curb stomp. A third curb stomp. Covers. Seth and Becky win. 10 out of 10, 7 and 5 on predictions, and then we hear it. We hear Brock Lesnar's music, and it leads to match number 13, Universal Championship match, Seth Rollins vs. Brock Lesnar. No predictions because it's a fucking surprise match. Lesnar cashed in. He hit a few German suplexes beforehand, hit an F5, 3 count. Lesnar's champ again, 0 out of 10. And I go on a tirade at this point. Fuck Brock Lesnar. Fuck Paul Heyman. Fuck the WWE. Fuck Vince McMahon. Fuck Shane McMahon. Stephanie McMahon. Fuck Baron Corbin. Fuck Lacey Evans. Fuck Michael Cole. Fuck Byron Saxton. Fuck Corey Graves. And fuck Kevin Dunn. Also, I had added on to that, fuck the city of Philadelphia. Fuck the state of Pennsylvania. Fuck the city of Pittsburgh. And God damn it, fuck Missouri. Because this is some bullshit. Oh, and fuck Minnesota. This was bullshit. Leave it to WWE to send me home unhappy from a second pay-per-view this year because of that ugly son of a bitch. Literally, just like with Money in the Bank, I really enjoyed the pay-per-view. I was having a very good time. The pay-per-view was doing fantastic. It was so much better than I expected it to be. And then Brock fucking Lesnar came out and ruined everything for the second time this year. As you guys can tell, I'm not very happy about this. I'm still not happy about this. But SummerSlam, Seth did win a 10-man Battle Royal thing to go face Brock Lesnar at SummerSlam, so hopefully he gets the title back. Kofi is set to call out to do an open challenge to find a challenger for SummerSlam. Becky Lynch is going to be facing Natalya after Natalya won a Fatal 4-Way to earn the spot there. What else? As of right now, there's no tag teams going for the either titles. I feel like they're probably going to have AOP come back to face the New Day, since the New Day are face, and it'd be a nice match for the AOP to come back to. What else? I'm trying to think of if there's anything else big. Oh, yeah. During the Raw reunion, Bray Wyatt, as The Fiend, came out and hit Mick Foley with his sister Abigail. And speaking of the Raw reunion show, if I go on to... Let me move my camera over for a second. If we go on to this, I actually want to talk about this because we got some massive things happened with the WWE 24/7 Championship, and I mean massive. So, current champion Drake Maverick, what? Oh, okay, okay, so, we're going to go to the reigns. So, obviously, we've had a lot of reigns on this. This is much like the... Okay. So, on the Raw reunion show last night, we had a lot of championships change hands. So, going into the show, R-Truth was champion. He became champion Uniondale, New York. I think that was right after Extreme Rules, where he bribed a ref to dress up as a hotel worker and pinned him. It was really fucking funny. So, at the Raw reunion, R-Truth was distracted by Maverick's wife, Renee Michelle, and pinned by Drake Maverick. Then, the Boogeyman, when Drake Maverick went to the backstage area, the Boogeyman came out after Drake Maverick ran it from a bunch of people, and Pat Patterson started kicking Drake Maverick on the floor after he tripped and hurt himself, and pinned him for Pat Patterson to become the WWE 24/7 champion. Then Gerald Briscoe pinned Pat Patterson off screen backstage. Then Kelly Kelly pinned him after kneeing him in the groin. Candice Michelle pinned Kelly Kelly after attacking her backstage with Melina as a special guest referee, because Melina apparently has her referee license now. Then Alundra Blaze submitted Candice Michelle in a sleeper hold with Melina as a special guest referee. Then Alundra Blaze went out to the commentary booth to throw the championship into the trash can, and Ted DiBiase paid her for the championship. Then, when DiBiase went to leave via his limo, he was attacked in the limousine by Drake Maverick, who pinned him to become the champion. And then right after that, R-Truth pinned Drake Maverick to re-become the champion and drove away with the championship, and not just the championship, but also Drake Maverick's wife, which I think this is the best storyline going, is the 24/7 championship right now. I love it. And that happening made me laugh my ass off. So, yeah. A lot of 24/7 championship shenanigans. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'll see you in the next one. Stay golden. Peace.